Alright, we got a lot of crazy deck lists to go over this week, so we'll go ahead and jump straight into it. We're going to start off with Pichu's Armed Dragon deck. Now, this was a King of Games deck. It kind of reminds me of those old chazz. If you ever played any of the old like Game Boy or DS games or the PSP games, you know, chazz from the anime used to have like deck that looks just like this. You have the Masked Dragon, kind of acts like a Mystic Tomato for dragon types, and using the level up card to help level up your monsters, some back row in there. Just kind of reminds me of some of those decks I used to play in the old games. I thought it was pretty cool. Neshi, you had this deck, it's a Crystal Beast deck. He had a first place anytime finish with it. This is using the new skill. We just got a few skill buffs like the Cubic skill in this one, and taking advantage of that with this deck here. We see we got the Neos engine in there. Also has those Mana Dragon's Initron, so anytime something on your backer gets removed, either banished or destroyed, you can actually summon it and bring back any of your spells or traps that were banished or removed. Apologize about that. So it's just a really cool interaction. I used to use that in the Amazonas deck, so just interesting to see people having success with the new Crystal Beast skill. Alright, now we had Luca hit this first place anytime winning deck list again. No one of those $8 tournaments on, I think, a Duel Links meta. This one's a Dark Magician build. We've seen, Dark Magician go a few different ways ever since the, ever since the ban list hit. They haven't been really meta. And this is another way to play the deck, using Titan Showdown here. Especially, we have the Dark Magic Curtains help special summon from the deck, so we got a lot of ways to access our Dark Magicians. 3 Offerings of the Silent Doom, probably a replacement for Book of Moon. I'm not certain about that, but yeah, it's another way to play the deck, and I know a lot of people are huge Dark Magician fans, so I always want to showcase those if we have them. Now this deck I still don't understand how this deck works. This is called a Earth Warrior deck, is what he called this. This is Broccoli. Had a spicy win streak, so he had like 6 or more wins on the legend ladder with this deck, and I just don't understand. Like, you got 4 sub-Terra monsters in there. I know you got the Ties of the Brethren card. You special summon 3 level 4s from your deck. I just don't understand how. I'm just surprised this deck actually manages to win as many games as it did. Yeah, it's just a really funky odd list. I really don't know what else to say about it. This deck is one I've actually seen now a couple times ever since it got posted in the Spicy Win Streak section. Stacks had this Exodia deck, basically just taking advantage of the Magician Girl cards. They can be really annoying. You attack into one and a special summon another, and you attack into this, attacks into that, and then it's forced them to special summon another one. Your monster gets destroyed, so they're just using that little strategy to try to stall out. Plus, we have the Chocolate Magician Girl to constantly filter cards through your deck, draw, trying to get to your Exodia pieces. So it's just another way to play the strategy, and someone managed to have a little bit of success at the Legend rank with it. Alright, Metropolis hit King of Games with this. This is our, I guess, the weekly, what can we throw stick and chair into this week to make it work? So this week we see Frog Monarch is the thing that we're sticking stick and chair into. And I actually played with this deck a bit the last couple days, did really good with it a couple days ago, did really terrible with it today on stream. So I'm not 100% on this deck. I definitely want to try it out more, but I love Frog Monarchs. Huge Kai's fan, used them a lot back in the day in the TCG. I know Frog Monarch is a huge fan favorite for people, so seeing this deck have a little bit of success, even if it is a stick and chair format, it is nice to see. Looking forward to playing with it more. Probably do a video on it here in the next week or two. Moodtrapper, this is not the first time we've had one of his decks, so I'm sure it's not going to be the last time we're going to feature a Moodtrapper deck on this channel. He hit King of Games with this month. This was a Mecha Phantom Beast deck. I really like seeing people take advantage of some of these Mecha Phantom Beast cards, especially the one we usually see people in the TCG using Hulk with that card, but now this card's banned in the TCG because of that. But yeah, there's some crazy combos, some crazy strategies you can pull off with this deck. I was looking at them, and it's pretty interesting. There's definitely a lot of really neat things you can do here. Scrap Recycler is really underrated. I'm surprised more people don't use that card in more decks. But yeah, this is a really interesting list, though. Kind of wish I had access to more Mecha Phantom Beast cards. I'd probably play with this one, too. It's one of the few things I don't have. I don't want to go dig for those cards. Alright, Voice of Jesus hit Cog with this. This is an Orcust Desperado deck, I guess you would say. It has Predaplant cards, got a Machina monsters in there. It's just a whole mishmash of strategies. One thing that I do it kind of sucks that the Master Destiny skill is not there to help, Desperado counter Blue Eyes right now, and now Blue Eyes is running rampant on ladder with no way to stop it. But one thing I do like about the situation we're in with Desperado is that people are finding some really unique, creative, innovative ways to utilize this deck more so than we've seen in the past. I actually have another list that I'm going to showcase in another build later on this week using Desperado. So there's just so many cool ways that people are using this with so many skills right now, and it's really cool to see, people coming out with their ingenuity how to make these decks work post ban list. Alright, Metal Overdrive. This is another spicy win streak deck. I don't even know what to call this. This is taking advantage of one of the other buff skills, the yusei skill that gives us access to Shooting Star Dragon, as well as, well, I guess that's the only thing we didn't have before. But you also get a couple chunk synchrons on your deck, as well as Stardust, so you can actually go into the Shooting Star Dragon. Oh, and a Formula Synchron, that's the other things in there. They added Formula Synchron, so, yeah, so it's really interesting way to run. I think DK is running a version of this deck I saw on his stream today. So yeah, it's just one idea of how to hit it. I don't even know how to classify. We got Monarch cards in there. We got Lightsworn cards in there. We got, you know, Synchron stuff in there. We just got a whole lot of a whole mishmash of different things in this deck. So, but it worked. It got, you know, did very well with in order to get into the spicy win streak category. So yeah. We have another first place winning at the Anytime tournament. This was Celestial with a, I guess you could say, like a wind-up fish deck, I guess is the way to put it. We're taking advantage of the Whitefish Shark as well as the Buzzsaw Shark. We can special summon the wind-up shark from our deck and take advantage of the little interaction with that there. We also have the wind-up factory, so it's kind of a mishmash of these two strategies, but it worked. It won a small one. It was a little $8 tournament, so yeah, it's kind of interesting if you're a fan of wind-ups at all and just trying to find a way to make them work. This may be a way to try. Maybe a way to go about it. Now we have a Solidism, another Zorc deck. We featured a Zorc deck last week, and we're have another one this week. This one taking advantage of the elementsaber engine. We're also utilizing like a Chaos Dragon Levianeer in here as well. That's something I kind of want to talk about. I've seen a lot of decks this week, whether it's Blue Eyes or other ones, just sort of sticking a single Levianeer in there. You just throw an extra light or dark monster in your deck, whatever you need more of, and then you put this in there, and it just helps you win games. It's obviously a really powerful card. The card really carries Thunder Dragons right now. It's the only reason why it's such a threat in the meta game. And it's just a tech card I see people running in. So it'd be interesting to see if this trend continues, and if we start to see more Chaos Dragon Levianeer in different decks going forward. Alright, and that's all for this week. So sorry for getting this video out late by a day or two. I was sick all week last week, so I'm getting back on the daily grind though. So another video up tomorrow morning, and every day going forward after that. You know, 5, 6, 7 days a week. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you like, please remember to subscribe and like. It helps out get the video more views. And thank you all for watching. And congratulations to everyone, of course, who got a deck in this video this week who did really good. Got King Games and won tournaments and whatever else they did. So thank you guys for watching.